Guys, Alex here. So today I'm actually going to talk about two different website companies you can host a website with. So a lot of you watching this video, a lot of my followers may not be interested in hosting a website. A lot of you are learning how to code. A lot of you are learning to transition into a different career, whether it's business, software, IT, cybersecurity, a lot of different avenues. But what goes a long way, especially in tech, but it goes for business as well, is having your own resume website. And not just a resume website. If you ever want to be an entrepreneur, if you ever want to run your own websites, if you ever want to run your own business, or if you just want a hobby site where you just want to write, you might think buying a website costs a fortune. Maybe you've never hosted a website. Maybe you think it costs thousands of dollars. No, not really. One website costs you maybe $30 a month, which is not that much money. Although I would always recommend paying annually for these kind of things because usually you save like a lot, like 25, 30% a lot. So I would always recommend doing annually and then just stick to whatever you're doing. Don't give up for the first year. 1 year is like the timetable to decide whether it's for you or not. So there's two huge websites which you probably have heard of, which is Ghost and WordPress. So you've definitely heard of WordPress. I don't know if you've heard of Ghost. So these are content management systems. Basically, you throw them on your web host and the website is already ready to go. You can edit the website how you like. So these are the two premier content management systems in the market. And I will show you examples of both WordPress and Ghost. You can actually go to a website I just designed, which is kind of a clone of one of my other websites. So ghostversewordpress.com. And that website will show you all the comparisons between Ghost and WordPress. I'm actually a big fan of both platforms. I use Ghost for majority of my websites, but I am a big fan of both. Both have their advantages and both have their disadvantages. Ghost is an amazing writing platform. If you want to write, if you want speed, if you want a very simplistic and minimalistic design that looks extremely clean, all of Ghost's themes have that type of design for the most part. And also, if you want to have a monthly newsletter, Ghost is the premier player in the game for that. So if you want to write blogs or write anything, write any kind of content and then send it out in an email, Ghost is perfect for you. Also, Ghost is the premier player in the game for having a monthly subscription. So if you want to charge users for a monthly fee to view your content, which you can also put in tiers, have membership tiers, you can also do that as well. And Ghost is the premier platform for doing that. So Ghost, I love the platform. I have multiple sites on Ghost. It's a very premier content management system. Probably my favorite content management system. But I love WordPress as well. So let's get into WordPress. So WordPress has been around forever with a large community. Anything that you can think of has been designed for WordPress because it's been around forever and millions of people, have contributed and use WordPress. WordPress, odds are if you go to a website online and it's not like a big company, they might be using WordPress. WordPress is extremely popular. It has tons of plugins. It also has a storefront you can use called WooCommerce. So what are the advantages of WordPress? If you have a very menu-heavy website you want to design with tons of content, like some kind of index site where you just need tons of content on there. WordPress lets you have menus, and then with Flash, you can highlight a menu, and then there's tons of more menus within that menu. So WordPress can do a lot. So if you want a site like that, which is really good for an e-commerce store, if you're going to host an e-commerce store where you sell products and you need lots of categories, WordPress is for you. Also, if you're going to sell, instead of monthly subscriptions, if you're going to sell just one product, whether you're going to sell a course or something else, then WordPress is for you. WordPress, once again, an amazing system, amazing content management system. As for hosts, where would you host these websites? Well, on my website, Ghost vs. WordPress, I go over a lot of this. And Ghost, I recommend Ghost Pro. So Ghost Pro is the premier Ghost hosting platform. It's the official Ghost hosting platform. You can host Ghost on other platforms like DigitalOcean, but it's kind of a pain to set up. You can't set it up like a normal website. You can't set it up like you would WordPress. Basically, it's going to require going through a command prompt and really just, setting things up through the cloud. So I definitely recommend Ghost Pro. And with Ghost Pro, you probably have the most A+ customer support I've ever experienced. They will respond to you with actual answers and within probably 12 to 16 hours. So I've experienced a lot of customer supports over the years where they just send a cookie cutter response where they're like half trying. This is pretty common in like bigger corporations. Ghost does not do that though. You're going to get a very helpful response that always solves your problem. I'm very picky actually too, and I've had nothing but A+ customer support with Ghost. Also, WordPress, where would you host? So there's multiple managed WordPress hosts. You can also host WordPress on a VPS or dedicated server, but I recommend managed WordPress, especially if this is your first or second website, like you're not too experienced. So managed WordPress, they do everything for you. Basically, they update it for you. It's already installed for you. They manage it for you, going to manage backups. Everything is just streamlined, extremely easy, extremely simple to use. I use managed WordPress myself, and that's because it's extremely easy. I don't think I would really use VPS for WordPress because you get plenty of resources on a managed VPS. Obviously, yes, you would want a dedicated server if your site got big enough, but that's for another video for another time. The website I would recommend the most for hosting managed WordPress is Liquid Web. So Liquid Web has a sub-company called Nexus, which will merge within the next couple of months, I've heard. But right now they own Nexus, and that is their managed WordPress platform. And it's a terrific platform. Liquid Web has always been the absolute lead of customer service, and it's just flawless uptime, flawless everything. It will work great. Many features, terrific web host. So Liquid Web, in my opinion, is the best managed web host for managed WordPress. So you can find a link in the description for Liquid Web if you want to sign up there. You can also check out my website where I have 3 hosts that I recommend for managed WordPress, along with Ghost Pro for Ghost. So I am going to take you in a screen recording here and show you some Ghost websites, and I'm going to take you and show some WordPress websites as well. And you can get a feel of what you like, what kind of aesthetics that you like, and what kind of functionality that you like. So let's dive into it right now. Here we are, and we're going to go over some of my favorite themes in Ghost. So this is one of the themes that I tried first. This is called Krabby, and I really do like this theme quite a bit. Actually, I don't know if it's pronounced Krabby or Krabby. I never really asked, but I'm assuming it's Krabby. So this theme is really, really functional. It packs a lot of categories and menus, which is kind of WordPress-like. And what drew me to this originally is it has this little scroller right here, so you can add even more categories and you can just scroll it, which is really fascinating. And then one thing I absolutely love about Ghost websites is there's always a mobile version, which is amazing. Did you guys know over 90% of users are on their phone? Okay, computers are a bit of a dying breed. I will always have a computer, but 90% of users are going to check out your website on their phone, at least to start out with. So you want to make sure your website looks good on the phone. So here is the mobile version, which is amazing. I think it looks almost even better, right? And you have this little scroller, which is what drew me to this theme. And then you got the menu up here. And then what I also like about this theme is the subscribe floater here is just so nice. It's just really integrated really well, and it's designed really well. Like, it makes you want to sign up, especially on the desktop version. So I like this theme a lot. And we're going to click to all themes here, and you can ghost.org themes to check out more. Here in the Kyoto theme. So this is my favorite portfolio resume theme that I've ever seen. It's newly released, and the creator of this theme even reached out to me and said, do you enjoy it? I personally have not set it up, but I bought it just because I love the design of it. So Kyoto, very awesome theme. Like if you want to set up an online resume, especially if you work in tech, like you're a software engineer, you're trying to be a software engineer, you're trying to be work in IT, like this online resume theme is just amazing. It looks so clean and minimalistic. Like I'm in love with this theme. This theme is amazing. So like I said, you can click on work, put your work there, click now, like, and this would be perfect for a little experience section right here. Like just very, very good. And it looks like he has a discount going on. That's cool. 30% off. And let's get into other themes that I really, really like. Instead of scrolling through themes, I have selected a few here that I really like. This one is actually a free theme, and it's by Ghost themselves. And this is the only free theme I have listed, whether WordPress or Ghost. I really like this theme a lot. Usually free themes are hit or miss, but this one is really nice if you want to do a podcast. I'm actually probably going to use this one myself for a football podcast I'm doing. So this is a really nice theme. You got the episodes, you know, very good layout. You got your Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify. I would hope there's a YouTube link that you can do as well. So let's click view episode. You can actually host the podcast too within Ghost, which is pretty amazing, especially if you want to do like a paid for podcast and you just want to keep it all within your website. I don't know how much bandwidth that would eat, but usually audio doesn't eat that much bandwidth, so you might be all right. So yeah, this looks like an amazing theme. Like this is the best free theme I've possibly ever seen. Really good. So this one is called Fumio, and we're gonna make this, I was gonna make it brighter, but this is gonna be whatever your system color is. If you have your system set to dark, which I do, it's gonna show up dark. If you have your system set to light, it's gonna show up light. So I think this theme looks slightly better light skinned, but it looks great either way. You know, it's like a little project website. Like if you have projects and you want to charge monthly for them, this is a great website for that. Let's say these are apps, right? Or like programming tutorials. And basically you can just charge people for it, enter their email, subscribe. Very clean and simplistic looking website. So very, very nice. Paperleaf is another like resume site. You can use it for other things like a blog, but I really like this as a possible resume right here. Really, really nice and clean looking. So take that off. Thule. So Thule is one we had to go to Bright Themes for, which is an amazing theme website. So this is like if you want a personal blog, or you can put digital products on here and sell them as well. But Thule is a fantastic, clean, minimalistic looking theme that I like quite a bit. And I like when this one is ivory colored. So you have system. So I'm going to click ivory. Boom. This looks beautiful. So very nice looking website here. I like it quite a bit. So we're going to get into WordPress websites now. So all right, guys, I picked out 3 WordPress themes for you. This one is called Mata. And obviously, if you're going to host an e-commerce store, you're going to pick WordPress over Ghost. And this is the theme I was talking about, like having menus inside of menus. So look, home and garden menu, and then you have all these other options as well. So you basically, you highlight it, the flash kicks in, and you have all of these. So if that's the type of site you want, then WordPress is for you. This is a e-commerce store that sells products. I don't know, this is not an actual store, it's just displaying the theme demo. So you can click cell phones here. I don't know what's going to pop up. Okay, so here you go. You got your products right here. And if you want to sell things like physical products especially, but even digital products, this store would be really, really good for you, and this theme will work really well. It's a very clean looking site too. I actually like it a lot. Feels heavy, but it's a great looking website. And then this is my favorite website, my favorite theme on WordPress if you're going to sell any kind of information product, any kind of course product, or just free courses. You know, like this one's really nice. You got your get started login, you know, your blog, pages, courses, very nice. And then the very nice interface, very nice design. Eduma, so very nice WordPress theme here. And it does look like you get a 30% off from Eduma there. So this theme I picked because it's actually similar to Ghost. So it's like, if you want a website that's similar to Ghost but WordPress, like this one's really nice. It even has the light dark toggle that most Ghost themes have, which you don't see in a lot of WordPress themes. So if you really want that light dark mode, you know, this is a good theme. Although if you really like the light dark mode, then you probably should go with Ghost because almost all of their themes have that. So, but this one's really nice. Like if you're gonna start a blog or, you know, some type of content management, you know, like this is really nice. Very simplistic. This is very minimalistic for a WordPress website that I like quite a bit. And I wonder if you can get this picture and this little thing a little smaller, but overall it's pretty nice. So yeah, those are the 3 WordPress themes that I've shown you, and you can see more on the website ghostversewordpress.com. You can also Google and check a variety of websites for WordPress themes. There's tons of them. And that will wrap up the video for today. So Ghost vs. WordPress, check out my site. There's a lot of information on there that you can read. You know, I didn't even cover 20% in this video of what's actually on that website. To very briefly summarize it, if you want a site that has speed, Ghost. If you want a site that can sell one product, that can sell a one-time purchase, Ghost. If you want a site that can have an e-commerce store, sell physical products, you're going to want WordPress as well. If you want a monthly subscription service, Ghost. If you just want a hobby site with no planned revenue stream, I would go with Ghost, especially if you're only going to do 1 or 2 websites. If you're going to host multiple websites, 3 or more, I would go with WordPress, because the more websites you host, the more expensive it will get on Ghost. WordPress, usually you can get 3 sites or even 5 sites at a pretty affordable rate. So if you really want to host 5 sites, like 3 or more basically, then WordPress might be a better option unless you really love Ghost. I personally do have multiple Ghost websites myself, but that's because I really do love the platform. But I love both platforms. I have websites of both. I like Ghost, I like WordPress. They both have their different use cases. So whichever one you think is best for you, whatever your use case is, I go over a lot of use cases over at Ghost vs. WordPress. And I appreciate you guys watching this video. I hope you guys start your first website or one of your first websites. Thank you for watching the video. I really appreciate it. Please like and subscribe if you liked the content. It would really mean a lot to me. I'm trying to grow and I want to grow with you guys. Also, there is a discount to Liquid Web in the description if you do want to host a WordPress website. So thank you very much for watching the video. I hope you guys have a wonderful evening.